Hi, I'm Cassie. I've known Brian for a few months now. I met him back in October, and he did some body work on me, and uh, I've since delved into the play shop. I'm about halfway through at this point, and when I first met Brian and he had me on the table, um, just in that first experience, there was a lot of stuff that came up for me, and that took me quite a while to process and get through because I hadn't done anything else yet. I hadn't really talked to him about any other part of what he does or the play shop or anything like that, so it was all kind of foreign to me. I just knew that something in my body had shifted and I felt differently, and I had a little piece of a tool in the major toolbox of something that I could use to kind of shift my perspective when certain things started to come up for me again. So since I've delved into the online play shop, I've noticed a huge difference in a lot of things actually, and I think I have gotten down to probably one of the most major lies that I've told myself, and I've got a lot of stuff from childhood that I've held on to for a very long time, and I totally repressed it, and I never even realized that I did that until I started working with Brian and all these things started coming up, but I realized at this point those things no longer hold a charge. I can think about certain things in my childhood and I feel much differently. For instance, the biggest thing probably is before I was born, my mother did everything she possibly could to not have me. And I came into this world believing that I was totally not good enough. From the start, I was why? She never even wanted me. Why am I even here? And that was kind of my mindset. And this has shifted me into the thinking process of, well, obviously, if all of that has happened and you're still here, then you were meant to be here. You are worthy. You are worth it. There was a reason. Instead of thinking, oh man, that was just by chance and everything is kind of crappy. It's a completely different thought process, and I've gotten rid of a lot of anger since I came to that realization because everything after that has started to fall away. And it's made me a lot less angry of a person, and I've noticed not only in how I feel internally but also my physical body itself. I'm not as tense, my body doesn't hurt anymore. I don't have major back pain. I don't wake up every morning with lower back pain, and I don't wake up with tense shoulders. I'm it's kind of emotional for me because I've been really uptight my whole life, and I'm only 25, but I mean, for somebody so young to be in the amount of pain that I had been in for as long as I had been in, most people don't believe the levels of pain that I've experienced. And I'm realizing at this point with working with Brian that a lot of that pain was totally on me. It's not external forces, and it's not something it's totally preventable. It was something that I could control the whole time. So this is my testimony as it really, really works. If you want to put the effort into it, if you want to take the online play shop or come see Brian in person, either of those options is wonderful. I suggest doing both. He's amazing, and his work really, really does it does wonders if you want to put the work in and figure out how it's going to work for you. I can't thank Brian enough, so yeah, thank you, Brian.